Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Everybody Loves Fondling Dolphins. The game, the movie, the life, the simulator. I'm your host, Larry, and we're back for some more Subnautica. So yes, turns out, according to, Pajamarama, also known as Comical Skate, this game is going into full release, later this year, which means we've got a lot of dolphin fondling to do before it gets there. I want everyone to know that Larry is the best, fondler of these things. Also, I'm rather saddened by the fact that they have renamed the air sac into the bladderfish. But at the same time, my juvenile brain is very pleased by the fact that it now sounds like the orifice from which my pee-pee comes from. So, that's a great any way to start out the episode, I feel, so let's take stock. So, I was informed of a great many things, Pajamarama, of course, and you'll always be Pajamarama to me, Comical Skate, there's no escaping it, was nice enough to write me a small memo of several pages that informed me that the young people are playing, does it show experimental mode? Well, the young people are playing the experimental mode, which means that I have the most up-to-date version of this game at all times. Almost daily updates, which is fantastic if you're, a suave individual like Larry, but it also means that my thing where I have 2 standard tanks is no longer a thing. So that means that I have to go and craft a couple of things. The first and foremost I want is the high capacity O2 tank, and to build that I just need some more titanium. I have silver ore, I need glass, and that's about it. And then I also need to go through and build a whatchamajigget, a repair tool. I was very saddened to learn that the laser cutter does not kill fish. This game really doesn't want me to kill, the warpers that are the enemy in this game, which is really sad, because they blew me out of the sky, and I'm feeling especially vengeful. But yes, so we're gonna build a cutter, which, what did the cutter require? Not the laser cutter, I needed the repair tool. The plasma torch. I need salt deposits and cave sulfur, which I have somewhere. Are you in here, cave sulfur? Here it is. And then I needed salt deposits. No, they're not in here. They're down with all my other junk. So I may have become quite a bit of a pack rat in a very short bit of time and started hucking stuff on the ground again. I mean, can you really blame a guy? Like, really, can you? Probably, but that's not the point. What is the point is they've changed the little storage boxes from when I was last playing this game into these adorable little storage lockers, which take up a bunch of space in your inventory. And here is my silver ore and my lead and my salt deposits. And it just kind of sits here. I don't know if you can move this at all. Probably if I have like a deconstructor. But for the moment, it's fine. It can just be there. Even if it sits there until the end of time, it's completely fine. So let's see. What do I need to do? Into the personal explodey maintenance thing. Oh wait, I need to convert some of this to glass first, so... I'll make the thing first. So let's see here. Equipment, tools, flares. Why would anyone want this many flares? Get out of here, flares. You're not my real dad. My real flare dad. Alright, there we go. There's my delicious titanium. Now I have my repair tool. Now, I have taken note that some of the audio in this game is a little tuned down, so I actually went into the settings this time and made sure that these settings were up to full, and I will not maul the audio when I edit this, because apparently it was very hard to hear the ship's computer when everything was exploding up here when the Aurora did its thing. Also, I am not paying for that. I did not put down money for the deposit. That is not my problem. I will keep it from cratering the planet and causing a black hole because that's what antimatter does, but that's where my responsibilities end. But the reason why this little weird rant is important is because we're about to get shot with story, because this is actually something I saw when I was playing before and tried to reboot the series last year. Which is, when I repair this, story is going to happen on this communications relay. So let's touch it with our laser beams.
A new message has arrived. Playing message. This is an automated bounce back from the Aurora mining vessel. Your distress signal has been received. An emergency relief team will be dispatched to your location. Estimated arrival time, 9 hours.
Alright, so basically all the automated systems are kicking in around here, which means that all the gutted out life pods that I found before, and they're all over the place, like there's bajillions of them, including some on the mystery island in that direction, which you can kind of make out there's like a line where the island should spawn, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. It's in the danger zone. It's like right on the edge of the danger zone. I don't want to get touched by what's in there. But yeah, I do remember that was going to be a thing, but now the life pod's back up and running. So all the main power is back. Is this medical kit fabricator work yet? I guess it's actually fabricating something. When I started this game in regular game mode without the experimental, it was being all squishy, so that's good. There's really nothing else in here for us. We just need to go back out and start crafting our better air tank. So I'm also doing something else that's a little questionable that I'm actually going to double check didn't fuck up. So I'm actually recording this game in 4K right now because I'm a crazy person and my computer already doesn't hate me enough. So I figured, Larry, why don't you record the game in 4K and make everything explode and sparks and stuff will come off your 1070? And I'm like, of course, brain. That's the best idea you've had all day. And so here I am. It's a fantastical wonderland of adventure. So that's where we're at. So I hope people enjoy this in 4K. It actually records all right. I find that the newer hardware from NVIDIA has actually done a really good job so far. Whereas I used to use the built-in encoding codecs from AMD to record some of my stuff. But boy, those things never quite worked correctly. Like, I love AMD, and I've enjoyed AMD for quite a few years, and I was a firm supporter of their stuff. But at the same time, like, it's completely worth it to swap to NVIDIA because their drivers have never let me down. I've never had to fiddle with any extra bits and bops to get, you know, drivers to work or to get recording software to not explode with other drivers. So yeah, I'm kind of thoroughly in NVIDIA's court now, despite the technical specs of the new Ryzen stuff out of AMD. You got it out too late, AMD. You already lost Larry, honestly the coolest YouTuber in existence. You lost me to NVIDIA. I'm sorry, bruh. That's just how it's gonna be. So yeah, I don't know too much more about what's going on. I know that there's been a lot of stuff added, which Comical Skate was nice enough to inform me of. Other than that, I guess we just need to go and explore. I kind of remember the direction of progression that I used to go in before. Whether or not that's the same now remains to be seen, but it should be interesting to see where we end up and if I explode or not. So there we go. Give me that sweet and juicy high-capacity tank. Oh, and it actually looks like a proper tank. At least not in the icon, but the thing in my inventory. So that was kind of neat. So what is this? Double the regular amount? Good enough. I'm gonna huck this other tank out into the void because I can do that. And away you go. What? Okay. I kind of call shenanigans, game. That thing is full of oxygen and it's sinking to the seafloor. Yeah, alright. Screw it. Maybe it's pressurized enough that it's actually liquid oxygen or something. So, where was I? Let's dump some extra crud in here that I don't need at the moment. And let's figure out what I need to build next. So, the next thing I need to build is a habitat builder. In order to get a habitat builder going on, I am going to need to get, well, computer stuff. So I need a battery and a computer chip, and a computer chip requires table coral, gold, and copper wire. I actually probably have enough to build that. Where's the table coral? Was this the table coral? Which one was this? I mean, it's a coral tube. Common coral. Coral shell. No, you're not the right one. Was it the red coral? Was that table coral? Or is that just like end table coral? And I don't really want coffee table coral. Okay, yeah, this is table coral. So that's what I need. Alright, so it actually, instead of just putting stuff directly into your inventory all the time, it actually makes you pick it up. That's new. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. Come here, I need to eat you. I need you inside me, Peeper. I'm gonna start starving to death. I still remember awkwardly, like, how I assumed you couldn't catch fish because they just darted out of my reach just fast enough that I just assumed. Boy, oh boy, has Larry come a long, long way. So let's see here. Where did I put all the stuff I need for this? I got the table coral. I need the copper, which is in the thing outside the ship, but I also need to cook some food. So I'm actually gonna cook up a couple of these peepers. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers creepers. I just saw a machine with a laser beam gut and disembowel an animal in front of me and feed it to me, which was amazing. And probably a little bit scarring, if I'm honest. But who's really counting? Let's see, there we go. Come here, storage locker. I need the copper. I need pretty much all of it. Where did I get lithium? Well, I have lithium now, so that's a thing. And I'll grab the silver ore. I think I need the silver ore for something else as well. This is a lot easier than it used to be to go find the bloodgrass fields. I remember when, like, that was an arduous experience. Just trying to sneak in there and not die. So, I need copper wire. I need 2 spools of it. And then I'll need to convert that into a computer chip. And then what was the last thing that required? It required a battery. Batteries are more copper and one of these mushrooms. You know, it makes you wonder if it's really that safe to have acid as a battery form. Because if you really think about it, the acid that they use in car batteries is the same acid that, like, people in the Middle East use to scar each other. Like, especially the women that they think are cheating on them and stuff. And boy, that's not the healthiest thing, I don't suppose. To use, like, acid in something that could at any time corrode and explode everywhere. It doesn't seem like the safest combination to me. Where is the Aurora? Okay, it's over there. But, I mean, then again, what else is in your car? Like, a car runs on micro-explosions that happen, like, a bajillion times in an hour. And so at any time, your car could, like, explode if it's all fucked up inside. Although, thankfully, nowadays, we've got those built-in redundancies. So it's kind of crazy to think about all of the murdery things that make up some of your technology. Like, in my screen right now, my computer screen, there's, like, a bunch of caustic chemicals where, were I to drink or eat them in a large enough quantity, would probably straight up kill me. So let's see, I need copper. Copper. Hello, my copper. Hello, my honey. Hello, my, delicious gal. Why don't you come to Larry? I need you to make a battery. I guess I'll just take more of these animals. Actually, you know what I think should be a mechanic in this game still, as they're finishing up? I think, like, if you flash your light in just the right way, like, the fish at certain depths should come to you. Like you're some sort of heinous angler fish with a sadistic streak a mile wide. Alright, that's my copper. Let's head back to base then. Come on, Seaglide, I got stuff to do. Oh yeah, that's right, this thing just comes... Hello, what's this? This is some random titanium. Cool. I must have dropped that earlier. Yeah, I like how the Seaglide, you used to have to, like, modify it in one of the benches, the upgrade benches, to give it that little holographic emitter that told you what the topography was when you couldn't see. But now that and the flashlight are just kind of by default on that sucker. That's kind of nifty. Let's see. Where are you, battery? Oh, I need 2. Of course I need 2 acid mushrooms. These mushrooms are the size of a small dog. Do you really need to have that much mushroom of acid? Maybe. I actually don't know. Other than the fact that acid will melt your face, like, that just doesn't seem kosher in my brain, but that's fine. So where are you, battery? There we go. A new message, wait. Quiet, build unit. I need to talk to people. Oh, it's not voice acted. This is an automated distress signal from LifePod 4. Coordinates attached. Since Planetfall Pod has not sustained damage, no crew members have disembarked. 0 life signs have been detected on board. Probably dead. Okay, well then. So did everybody get stuck in the Aurora, or have they been kidnapped by the aliens that I don't know about yet? Even though I kind of had it spoiled to me by the... Ooh, hello, I can make a compass and stuff, but I must resist the temptation. But yeah, like, I was kind of spoiled on some of what's going on in this game by simply reading the dev blog. But, you know, something shot us out of the sky. A giant death ray was not by any means like a natural phenomenon. Wow, that's a really long way away. Do I have a map? Does this come with a map? I got a bunch of logs. Technical, power, vehicles, alien life forms, logs. Really? I don't have like an automated... I would figure by now that this game would have an automated map making thing. But okay, so there's a pod that direction. Do I hit M for... No, M doesn't do anything. So maybe there's a map somewhere? Do I have to sing that demented song like in Dora the Explorer? I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the... Show me the map, Diego. I'll cut you. Alright, anyway. What did the little builder thing require me to do? Oh, that's right. Mobile vehicle bay was what I was trying to scan for. Habitat builder. Let's slot you in place of the fixer. And then what do I need to build things? Well, first I need to pick a place for this thing to exist that isn't going to be constantly bit by monsters. That was always my problem before, was that when I used it, it was right next to sand sharks, and they were constantly trying to nibble my booty, which was not the best. Oh, the frame rate, everything's exploding. Don't die. Okay. Well, that was exciting. This is probably because I'm not only playing in the highest settings possible with things spawning in the distance, but it's probably because I'm also recording at 4K, which, is that still yeah, it is still recording. I just gotta be sure, because sometimes when OBS, like, doesn't want to do something, it just decides not to. Which sucks, but that's life. So let's see here. Copper ore. Man, I'm getting, like, messages left and right. Well, I guess I'll go back and read the next message later. So where do I want to put my first little base? I've got lots of options. I think somewhere back here. Because there's not really a lot of stuff that's going to kill me right here. This is kind of like the edge. There's this little strip of kelp. And then there's the bloodgrass fields, which I guess are just the grassy plateaus now. Bloodgrass sounds cooler. We all know what it is. It's the bloodgrass fields. Let's not beat around the bush. So this is the bloodgrass field, and I want to build it like right here. Just before you start getting into those little piranha dudes that want to eat your face. Do those piranha dudes have a new name? I don't really remember what the old name was, and it's probably for the best, because it seems like a lot of these dudes have been renamed to things. So yeah, let's go within here. This seems like a safe-ish place to do the thing. And then we'll work from there. So let's see. I need to start with some platforms. So I need a bunch of titanium. So I need all the titanium I can carry. So let's go start building up titanium supply. So we'll grab this. That's one platform. These platforms take a lot of material, actually, now that I think about it. Just a boatload. But I won't cheat. That's my one rule for the start of this adventure, is I'll wait to cheat until after I've basically discovered everything. And then the things that I've cheated in will be very obvious because they'll be ridiculous. Like I'll build a space tower up to the build limit in the game or until it starts to kill me, whichever happens first. That'll probably work out just fine. So what do we got? I have a message. What does the message say? This is LifePod 17, coordinates attached. Looks like the Seamoth Bay collapsed around me. Do not attempt to rescue without laser cutters. You only add to the body count. LifePod 17 out. Am I supposed to go check these out? And is there a way to hide these? Because I don't want these in my vision all the time. In fact, I'm gonna stop answering these messages if they're constantly doing that. Oh, it's actually, this one's not too far away. 500 meters, 800 meters. Actually, that could be further away than it looks. Let's see. How far can we get this direction before it becomes an issue? Oh, there's like a downed thingy over here. Oh wait, no, that's just something that hasn't spawned in yet. So what have I seen that's kind of changed recently? Well, the reefbacks are different. All of the reefbacks are like big and crazy, and they have barnacles and stuff on them. They're basically like portable islands, which is kind of cool. I don't think you can build on them though. I have a feeling that's not really a thing, but I could be wrong. Oh, and the frame rate. The frame rate. So this is pretty over here. Is this like, oh, you know, if it's crushed around them, this might be down in like the caves, is it? Or is this just clues as to where I need to go to get like bits of research? I think research, yeah, that's what I need. I need research. So this is gonna have research in it. So let's go up to the surface real quick and top off our oxygen. There's the reefback with all of its cool stuff on him. Whoa, okay. Apparently I can dive up into the air. That's new. Yeah, there's the jelly shroom caves. Let's check out what's inside of you. First off, do I need to scan this? No, I just got some stuff from it. So what's in here? There's bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Life pod crew log. Is that all that's in here? I guess that's it. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping for like a thingy. Oh well. Man, these things look really cool now, with all the stuff growing on them. Like, this is actually something I feel is a tad more realistic, with like actual living creatures around them. And then there's baby ones too, like they're actually reproducing. Although from what I recall about them, they're supposed to be kind of like jellyfish, where, what do I want to say? They don't really have a lot of brain power, but they do, like, they are dangerous to some extent. What is this? Is this a thing? Rogue Cradle, huh? What is this? Rogue Cradle, huh? Is this a flower, or can I eat this? Alien life forms, tab. Alright, I'll read this when I'm not about to die. From suffocation or anything. Alright, yeah, this is still, I still think that's really cool. Like, the attention to detail with this game that I really love is the fact that these feel like animals that would literally exist in an underwater biome that feels realistic. And it has such an expansive building mechanic in it that it's actually a little bit ridiculous how well they've been able to craft this world. And I've really enjoyed every minute of playing this game so far. Like, it's been ridiculous. So, let's convert all this stuff that we've gotten into something usable. And then let's read that other log. So, what do we get? Data bank, data downloads, life pods, life pod 17 crew log. Life pod 17 made planetfall intact approximately 1 hour ago. Environmental instruments were knocked offline when the Aurora's Seamoth Bay collapsed around me. I can make out shadows shifting around about in the water below me. Every so often the pod is rocked by some sort of collision. I can't tell whether it's bumping up against the rocks or if there's something out there trying to get in. Either way, the hull is beginning to buckle. I can see what's left of the Aurora from the top hatch. We were carrying anything and everything we might need to complete the phase gate. Mobile vehicle bays, bioreactors, propulsion cannons. I'm going to go out there and scavenge whatever I can find and see if I can reinforce the life pod hull. Okay, so I guess the new goal of this game is they want us to build a phase gate, and then we're like rescued, and like all the people come through and start touching all the aliens. Wait, I already went there. How do I get rid of that? I got some information about bioreactors, sea glides. There's all sorts of stuff. Oh, wait, I was going to read about this thing, the Rouge Cradle. A complex cave-dwelling fauna specimen. The bright yellow core of this plant is protected by a rigid cage, presumably to ward off medium-sized herbivores. Okay, so I guess that's just a random plant we can interact with. Neat. Alright. Let's see. Let's open up this. Let's convert all of this titanium. And then I'll be able to use that to build stuff then. Although I could just convert it into titanium ingots, but that seems kind of like a waste. Although I guess it's good for storing them to some extent. So let's go over to where we wanted to build this. Kind of on the edge. I guess there's a magma biome that this might lead to, this exploding business. I feel like this might burn me though, so maybe not. Maybe not yet, anyway. I'll read up on that and we'll see when that becomes a thing. Let's see, where do I want my evil lair? So that's the crew pod over there. Let's put it like, I don't know, what's a good spot? I kind of want a view in my evil lair. Like, that's the thing. Views are important. Oh, there's a crash dude down there. I don't want to play with the crash dudes, because they can actually blow up your base if you're not careful. Also, am I dehydrating to death? I think I might be. A little bit. I'll deal with it in a minute. So, where do I want... You know, somewhere around here is probably good. That's the other blood grass field. So let's put it somewhere kind of in the middle here, where I can kind of access everything relatively easily. And then that should be mostly kosher. Although, for the life of me, I can't remember how you kosherize food. You have to have a rabbi bless it, or how does that work? I mean, it's probably like a preparation thing. Don't cook it around certain materials, and you won't have problems. So let's get some air. I know, body, you want me to drink something. Well, too bad. You're not my real dad anyway. Okay, let's open up the builder. Let's build a... Can I... Okay, I guess it wants to... Where do you want to put this, game? Sort yourself out, game. I guess I can put it just about any... Oh, do I have to go, like, right up on it? I don't like this anymore. This is a little derpier than I recall. Alright, there we go. Presto changeo. We have a floating platform. Oh, there it goes. I guess the legs just take a second to spawn in. Alright. That's completely fine. Yeah, it used to be a little easier to place stuff in this game. I'm not sure what happened. Who knows? Oh, I'm out of materials. Alright, well, I guess that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna build some of this off camera so we have a start of a habitat. And then I'll catch you next time. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and toodaloo fruitaloos. We're gonna go and explore this giant game, now in 4K, probably. So have a good one, everybody, and toodles fruitles.